小磯涼子、小武道を修練する格闘少女。
This is chapter 8, Prelude to Fight. Kuroda and his gang was going on street, and two guys stopped them saying, "Hey, wait, yeah, you, let me see you for a minute." They stopped and started talking with those guys, and they just said, "Don't just stand there, say something. You fucking around with us?" And Kuroda got a smile on his face, saying, "Huh, who's fucking with you? Who? Who the hell you think you are?" And Kuroda said to guys that, "I am Kurodo Skechi from Heikaiku. Are you prepared to make enemies out of Heikaiku?" And then those guys said, "Who's that?" Kuroda was a little shocked, but he's thinking that shit, so my name hasn't spread a bit. Well, I guess I never did anything that would make it well known. Then Kuroda said to guys, "Fine then, I'll tell you. Then you can tell all those assholes you hang around with. I am number 2 at Heikaiku. Behind me is the great guardian of Heikaiku, Kitano Shiraichu-sama. You got that?" The guy said again, "Who's that?" Kuroda was shocked again. "What?" So one of the guys from Kuroda gang asked them, "Pardon me, which school would you be from?" And they told him that they are from Heirin. Kuroda is thinking, shit, Heirin hasn't heard of Kitano-san's legend yet. Why the fuck are they loitering around so far from their turf? And those guys were getting ready to fight and coming close to them. "So what about this Kitano? Did you think we are gonna be scared?" Then Kuroda's gang shouted, "Kitano-san beat down Hakun's Kojima. Don't tell me you didn't know that." Those guys got little alert when they heard Kojima's name, and they were talking like Kojima was a tough guy. If they beat Kojima, then they might be strong. And Kuroda liked their scared emotions on their face. And he's thinking, yes, I know Kojima was a big name. Those guys are still discussing about rumors of Kojima being beaten down. And Kuroda shouted at them, "Well, are you gonna guys fight us or not? If you guys fight us, that means you make an enemy out of Kitano-san who beat Kojima down. Kitano-san beat Kojima down." Kuroda was shouting. Then a man enters the scene saying, "What about Kojima? Sounds fun. I was gonna go over there and kick Kojima's ass someday. Thanks for saving me the trouble." Kuroda's gang got alerted, and these two guys are saying this guy Katayama. "Look what happens when I take my eyes off you for a minute. This kinda shit will make Heirin look bad." Kuroda's gang was thinking, some weirdo just popped out and he looks pretty strong. Kuroda said one of his guys, "Alright Oshita, you go and check out how strong he is." Oshita was surprised, saying, What? I don't want to fight." And Kuroda said to him, "What are you saying? Your role is extremely important. Why being defeated, you help us decide our next actions. Your sacrifice is for our sake, no for sake of Heikaiku. Got it? Now go, the fame of Heikaiku rest upon your shoulders." So they send one of his members to fight this Katayama guy. Katayama beat him down with one punch and sent him flying towards him. "Are you okay, Oshita? We can't tell anything if you get your ass kicked out that quickly, you moron." And the Katayama guy was looking at these, "These guys are pussies, I don't have to do this." He left the scene saying that, "Go ahead boys, you two should be pretty enough for them." So those two were getting ready for fight. "We saw your bluff. You ready to die?" And Kuroda was getting a little scared. Then a girl enters the scene. She was staring onto those guys, and those guys were looking at her. So they told her, "Who are you? Get out of here." The girl was still looking at them. Then she got their attention and she was picking up her skirt. Those guys are staring at what this girl is trying to do. Then she picked up her skirt and kicked one guy. Everybody there was surprised, and Katayama and this girl got Katayama's attention. The guy was down on ground and his friend tried to hold her hair, but she stopped him with her elbow and gave him a nose punch and shot him down on the ground too. Everybody was looking at her, what she's doing. So this Katayama guy got interested into her and came saying, "What a tomboy. But your strategy gonna get you hurt. I'm not gonna hold back for you just 'cause you are a girl. Got it? The girl was not saying anything to him. So this Katayama guy came at her with a punch, but she blocked it and bring Katayama on the ground. Then she kicked him in his stomach, then an elbow on his head, and she knocked him down on the ground. Kurudo's gang was all shocked up. So this girl said, all talk. Kurudo's team was thinking that what a weird girl. She is not a normal girl, and Kurudo was thinking that she is nice. The girl started talking. All you punks and delinquents. You are all the same, and your boss seemed to be stirring up trouble here. I bet he isn't much behind that scary face of his. This girl was talking about Kitano, and that because of Kitano, all other schools are coming close to them, trying to fight them. So Kurudo team members start shouting at her, what, you won't get away with insulting Kitano just cause you are a girl. And Kurudo was still thinking about her, that she's nice. The girl left the scene, but Kurudo's team was trying to help Kurudo, saying that pull yourself together, Kurudo. This isn't the way for number 2 of Hikaiku to act. Then this girl moved to the school, and there she met her friend. She was asking, are you done, Ryoko? She said, sorry about that. Her friend was saying to her that I'm tired of all this sticking your head into dangerous stuff. Cut it out. Then Ryoko said, but seeing guys like that ticks her off so much. They don't have any skill for martial arts. They just act tough and cocky all over town. And her friend said, I know you think that because you live in a house where they teach some weird old kind of fighting. And she told her that it was called Kubodo. Then in the school they were walking in the hallway, and Ryoko's friend was trying to tell her that you shouldn't bother our guardian Kitano-kun. Everyone says that he really isn't a normal like the rest. And she said, I know that, I have seen him. I think he just looks scary to scare off his enemies. So this is the same girl who was looking at Kitano in the second episode, who was trying to observe him, and her name was Koiso Ryoko. So Ryoko's friend told her, but he really did beat up this person called Kojima from Hakun High School. I heard Kojima was good at boxing. Then her friend looked in the hallway and saw Kitano walking down right to them. She got scared and get behind Ryoko. Kitano was moving towards them. Then Ryoko's friend told her that Kitano is so scary. Don't do anything. And Ryoko said, I won't, I'm not an outlaw. Kitano was moving towards them and he got closer to them. And Ryoko was thinking that his face is really scary, just as I thought. But his body is too thin to be that kind of martial artist. He's full of openings and probably weighs next to nothing. I could drop him down any time. With the way he sports his weight, I could easily. He was thinking that if they fight here, Ryoko could take down Kitano. But then Kitano moved his hand out towards her face and make a punch out of his hand. Ryoko got all shocked and she was standing still right in front of Kitano. She's thinking he sensed my fighting spirit. Kitano then said that was close, a little further and you could have been hurt. Ryoko thought that Kitano was saying all this to her. Then Ryoko's friend asked her to leave, so they left out. Ryoko's friend was saying, you were probably giving him the weird looks, aren't you? She said yes. Then Ryoko was thinking that Kitano sensed her intent to strike, and if Kitano hadn't stopped that punch, she could have lost. Kitano was still standing in the hallway holding his punch. Then Takeshi walked down to him, asked him, Kitano-san, what are you doing? Kitano asked him to open the window, and Kitano opened his hands out in the window. A bee came out of his hand and flew away. Takeshi was looking at the bee, and Kitano said, yeah, I got it inside the hallway. It was flying near some girls. I thought it looks dangerous. Takeshi said, I'm surprised you didn't get stung catching it with your hands. Kitano said, yeah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. Then Takeshi said, wouldn't it have been easier to just smoosh it? And Kitano said, but I couldn't do that to that poor bee. And Takeshi was thinking that Kitano is so brutal, but he really is a guardian who values life and nature. Then in the evening at Ryoko's home, she was practicing his Kubodo in the hall. Then his dad enters the hall. She said, you seem particularly enthusiastic today. She replied, what does being a truly strong person means? If all the training and discipline can't help you beat a common hoodlum. His dad got a little serious and said, "Well, I suppose it depends upon your opponent. Those who were thrown into many fights become accustomed to it. Men who win through many fierce battles are very strong, especially battles of life and death." And Ryuko was thinking that men who have been through battles of life and death. She was thinking that maybe Kitano fought many fights for his life, that's why he's strong. So he told her dad to spar with her. They practiced little Kubudo with him, and she was getting all fired up, saying, "Kitano Sirichu, this time I'll show you my true power." And this is the end of chapter 8.